Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. So here you are. You're about to start or perhaps restart your health and fitness journey, and you think you know what to expect along the way. But do you? I know it's really easy to make assumptions, but check out these 3 things that nobody tells you when you're about to start your health and fitness journey. These might be the very things that help you stick with your fitness plan and reach your goals. Stay tuned. Hey there, my friend. Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, The Power of Possibility, Passion, and Purpose. And thank you for tuning in. Whether this is your first time or you're a regular listener, man, you absolutely rock. Appreciate you so much. If you're listening on your podcast app, be sure to drop in, leave me a note. Also, leave an honest rating and review. That will help others discover this show. If you're tuning in on YouTube, I'm waving at you, the video version here, and please be an awesome friend. Smash the subscribe and notification button. That way you won't miss a show. And it would be super awesome if you dropped in a comment. That will help the YouTube algorithm, help others discover this show. You absolutely rock. So I'm going back in my mind here a few years now. When I started my health and fitness journey, there I was, about to start my journey again. Seriously, I tried to get back on the wagon a year before I started. But I came up with a ton of excuses. I really was just going through the motions, and I ended up failing again. I'm trying to do these things at home and not join a gym, because I'd joined a gym and paid for subscriptions and the monthly stuff, but I just stopped going. And there I am, locked into a contract, right? So I'm going to do this thing at home, right? But literally, I'm just not following a plan. I'm making things up as I go, and I'm just failing over and over and over. And I needed to do something. I had more stress that came up. I'm getting fatter and fatter and heavier than I'd ever been. And I was afraid, and I've seen this in my family, I'm afraid that diabetes is in my future. It's like so many had suffered with. So I decided to get started. And instantly, maybe this happened to you before, I was hit with barriers and obstacles and challenges that I just didn't anticipate. Why don't they tell you about these things, right? And perhaps if I knew them beforehand, I'm not sure how I'd handle them, but I want to help you. I'm going to share with you 3 things they don't tell you before you start your fitness journey. And the first one, it's going to be really hard, and it's going to be really humbling. Harder than you think. And you're going to beat yourself up mentally over it too, because you're going to be so frustrated you let yourself go for so long, or that you got so out of shape. And you may have this mindset of the good old days when you may have been a little bit more fit and more in shape. So that's going to be it. And don't let that stop you from starting. And maybe this is why they keep it a secret and don't ever tell you, because I think a lot of times people stop themselves before they even start because they just don't want to do hard things. But let me assure you, you can do hard things. Just think of any challenge in your life. It doesn't even have to be fitness. Think of any challenge or any hardship or anything that was just so stressful that you never thought you would ever get through in your life, but you did. See, you have proof you can do hard things. So starting a new healthy lifestyle, it's hard. If it was easy, everybody would be healthy and fit. At least I hope. But this will be a humbling journey, okay? It will get better. Just know that. But not only do you challenge your body, you also challenge your mind. You strengthen your mind every time you show up, and you strengthen your confidence, especially when you show up on days where you just don't feel like it, but you exercise anyway. And results, they don't come as fast as what you want. Yes, there are ways to accelerate results. And for me, I was pretty surprised at how quickly I did get results once I made some major shifts in consistency. But just know, for a lot of people, think of the New Year's resolutions. A lot of people give up on things about after 3 weeks because they just haven't lost all that weight that they gained over the holidays in the first 3 weeks. So just know that it's more important to develop healthy habits first than it is to see the results. I know probably not what you want to hear because you want the results, right? But when you develop the healthy habits first and put yourself first, then the results come. And they come in a magnificent way. And you keep those results and you keep going. There's no more yo-yo effect. So, and you start to feel energized after a workout instead of, oh my gosh, I'm totally spent after the workout. My second thing here is, losing weight and getting fit brings about new challenges. Just when you think getting in shape will take away all your worries, all your insecurities, they just go away, just know that new things come in and replace them. People still have self-doubt and confidence things that come up. And you need to pay attention to exercise and eating right still. I got to a point where I thought I could let my foot off the gas. I'm like, okay, got my results. I can ease up. And I was not easing up and maintaining. I was easing backwards. And I was like, I know I don't want to go backwards. So it was a new set of challenges that came up. You still have moments of insecurities and self-doubt that creep in, but you become more efficient at dealing with those, and you strengthen your self-confidence. You strengthen your self-worth in the person you're becoming, the healthy life that you're living. You become more productive in your work. You feel more. You love how you feel. You love how you look. So there's the second one there, and the third one. And this is a big one for people. Don't focus on that number. And you know the number I'm talking about. It's the number on the scale. And, there are some programs out there, I think, that do a really good job at using the scale for data. And it's a good mindset thing. It just tells you, just information for the next day, where you're going. But there are a lot of people that let that number inside their head and they let it define them, make them feel like a failure, make them do this. So I'm just going to tell you that non-scale victories are all the rage. I mean, it's like the biggest discoveries and the biggest victories I've discovered is putting on a pair of jeans that you haven't fit into in years. Being able to donate a bunch of clothes that just don't fit anymore because of your weight loss. Walking up a flight of stairs without getting winded. It's seeing a definition in your muscles finally. I've got so many friends that will be like, I can see an ab now. I can see muscles in my arms. My shoulders look toned. Having more energy and feeling happier and more positive. Yeah. Non-scale victories totally rock. So just know this. You're going to feel completely different from one day to the next as you go. One day you're going to feel unstoppable. The next you're going to be totally unmotivated and wonder, why did you even start this fitness journey in the first place? So here's a tip that will help with that. Get good sleep. Drink plenty. I know I babbled that. Plenty of water all day, every day. Pound that stuff down. Make sure you're putting healthy nutrients from whole foods into your body. That will be a game changer for you. It will even change how you feel. When I started switching over to vegetables, and a couple podcasts ago, I talked about how to like vegetables when you really hate them. I dropped 5 pounds in that week. I was amazed that at the results that I had there. Know that when you're on your journey, there are going to be people that have their input. You're never going to be able to please everyone. People are going to talk, and they're going to give you poor advice because they read a magazine article. You've lost too much weight. You're too unhealthy. Are you okay? You're too skinny now. You don't eat enough. You're too obsessed about these workouts. Really? I had that happen. Several times along my journey. I'm like, are you serious? Many times you're getting the advice from somebody who's a couch potato, is not active at all, has totally unhealthy habits, yet they're going to be the one that gets in your head. All that matters is that you feel energized, you're happy, you're healthy. Who cares what others think? It really doesn't matter. This is your life. and just know this is going to be worth it. So many opportunities open for you when you're feeling happy, you're healthy, you're fit, you're fulfilled. You understand that once you really, it's hard to get behind that right away because you haven't experienced that. But once you've experienced it and you've gone through the journey, you begin to understand that stuff. And you never really arrive at the end goal. You may hit a target weight of some sort, but your body's always constantly changing. So you're going to be constantly making adjustments along the way as you go through different chapters of life. Life is just constantly in motion. It's always changing. You're part of it. And so you're going to be challenging yourself with things. You know what? Here's the deal. You will challenge yourself with things you claim you would never do. Okay. One day you're saying, I'm not a runner. A few years later, you're signing up for a 5K. You're like, oh my gosh, it's happening. It's happened over and over again with people. It's like, oh, I would never do that. I'd never rock climb. I'd never water ski. I would never go mountain skiing. I'd never, you say these little never things, these stories you tell yourself because you're at a different point in life. All of a sudden you're in shape and you're doing things. All of a sudden you're like, well, that's a possibility now. This is pretty crazy cool. New habits create more options. They create more challenges. They create more opportunities. You strive for constant and never-ending improvement. It's super exciting. Your body has different needs. You need different foods. You need different portions. My body keeps changing over the years, and all of a sudden what was once working or what I was once doing at one time, now I'm challenging myself to do other things. I told myself I'm not into cardio. You should have seen the first time I saw a Shaun T workout. I'm like, oh, that's not for me. And then I got hooked on it. Sometimes your body can handle an intense workout, and other times it needs a good yoga session or stretch session. So your body is constantly changing all through these different chapters of life. And just know this, really, when it comes to your health and fitness, nobody really cares as much as you do. That's why it's important to put yourself first. Do what's right for you. Then you become your best version, your best self for others. Surround yourself with a supportive community. That can make all the difference, especially when you're just starting out and you're doing something new. That could be the big difference between success and failure is your support system. Someone in your corner to help push you through and stay consistent, someone to encourage you and celebrate your wins. I know that made a difference for me. It's made a difference in the people that I coach. I set up groups for people for not only for accountability, but for that support and that motivation. Somebody to help you stay accountable when you're feeling unmotivated. So I hope these tips helped. Get ready to stay younger, my friend. If you'd like some more support, motivation, plus maybe 52 weeks. Yeah, 52 weeks in a year, right? 52 weeks of free coaching. Then join my Upside Down Fit community. We're a fun group of people striving to be healthier, to have healthier habits in this awesome chapter in life. I promise you'll love it. Head over to upsidedownfit.com and consider joining us. That's all I have for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. If you found value, please share, subscribe, leave an honest rating and review in your podcast app if you're there. So that will help other people get value. If you're over on YouTube catching the video version of this, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the notification bell so that you get notified each time a new show drops. You absolutely rock, my friend. That's all I have for this week. And as always, remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.